Moving on to news coming from the national capital, where the air is hitting the dangerous level for the 5th consecutive day. Now, 8 trains have been cancelled while a few trains arrived late or were rescheduled. In fact, a US-based airline, United Airlines, have suspended flights to New Delhi, citing the alarming levels of pollution. Meanwhile, the Delhi government has deferred the rollout of the odd and even scheme, which was to come into effect from 13th of November till the 17th of November. This after the Green Tribunal said that exemptions given to two-wheelers and cars driven by women would have to go. Now, the Delhi government is looking at filing a review petition with the NGT. Now, Milan joins me on the phone line. Milan, I'll start by asking you, how polluted is the air in the national capital right now?
Well, it's quite polluted at this point. Also, we know that the air quality index points to it being severe, and you can see a thick smog that is engulfed the entire city, while doctors are saying that it is a medical health emergency where patients have increased in number by at least 15%. People are wearing masks to protect themselves, but experts believe that reduction in pollution is the only solution to this problem, and wearing masks or installing air purifiers is not going to reduce the toxicity in the air.
There were certain points you highlighted. You said that reduction in pollution is a must. That's what the experts are saying. Second point, you said that, installing air purifiers or wearing masks will not help the people. Third point you said is that there's a 15% increase in the number of patients which are visiting doctors, which are visiting hospitals with respiratory problems. And still the government cannot seem to make up its mind whether they want to go ahead with the odd and even scheme, or whether they want to come up with more plans so that they can curb the pollution in the national capital.
Yes, absolutely. As you just pointed out, the government has done a clear flip-flop from earlier trying to say that we will implement the odd and even scheme. At that point of time, we were looking at more than 48 hours of air quality index being above 500 and being above 700 in most places within the national capital and NCR region. But the NGT hearing, after which the Delhi government changed its mind to not put forward the odd and even scheme, which was supposed to start from November 13th, citing the exemptions that NGT cancelled for them. These exemptions were exemptions given to two-wheelers, motorbikes and scooters, and also the exemption given to the women drivers who could take their cars out despite it being an odd or even day. So the NGT came down heavily on the government, saying that if you want to implement this scheme, it should be done in its totality, which means no government official should even be allowed to take out their cars. This would also include union government officials, which have a heavy movement in the national capital. And this is not something that the government in Delhi was ready to face, and which is why they completely changed their plan and removed the implementation of this road rationing scheme.
Thank you, Milan, for joining us with all those details. Now, Milan also spoke to the children who stay in New Delhi, and these children have been unable to go to the school or go outside their house to play. Now, these kids are between 6 to 10 years, and they are asking why the government wasn't taking more stringent measures, and asked if they would ever be able to celebrate Children's Day without wearing a mask. Take a look.
Schools have been shut by the Delhi government and children have nowhere to go out and play. In fact, parents are so concerned that now children are sitting at home, getting bored. In fact, we have a few who will speak to us about it. Tell me, are you bored at home now that your school is shut?
Yes, we are really bored in our house. And when we go to school, we don't have outdoor activities to do so. And you tell the government that please make no more pollution on next Diwali, and don't drive so many cars like in one time.
Do you think that children like bursting crackers?
Yes, but it's not good.
Did they tell you this in school?
Yes.
What should you do to reduce pollution? Tell me.
Stop bursting so many firecrackers.
Yeah. Like, why is odd and even starting so late? The pollution is becoming a little better, but like this week and a few days before, it was even worse. If odd and even was done there, it would have been made it faster, and better.
Have you seen such, breathing in the foul air? Has it caused you problems?
Yes, I personally have a dust allergy, and because of the pollution, the dust has become much worse, and for me, it's much harder to breathe. And I had a question. Why is there so much pollution in Delhi? Usually, like in other cities like London, it's like less than 20. And over here, it's over 500. That is like crazy.
So why can't we have a mask-free Children's Day? And it was also requested. And yeah, and because we don't want to wear masks all the time, it is really suffocating.